Snipers, you have to see what's happening to the Bitcoin price this Monday as we're heading into turnaround Tuesday tomorrow. And check out the Bitcoin price still moving sideways. We've yet to get a confirmation above 31,300, which is the previous weekly open. And if we can get hourly and 4-hour candles above 31,300, there's a 10% upside move to test 35,000 US dollars. And just notice how we have yet to come below 28,000, which was the Luna sell-off bottom. It was exactly 26,700. We've yet to come and test those lows. So our storyline and our stop loss for our long position is still intact at 28,000 US dollars, snipers. Hopefully by the time you're watching this video, we do not see a break of 28,000. That would invalidate the thesis of the Luna low being the max potential downside for this move. And so that is a very important level. 28,000 is our stop loss. And look at all of this sell pressure on the 4-hour chart. This is the retail time frame. Everyone's watching the 4-hour chart. A lot of sell pressure, but then guess what? You move into the 3-hour institutional time frame, a time frame that not every trader is watching, which is where institutions will hide and print their volume. Notice how we have immense institutional buy volume. I feel very good being in a long position inside of this sideways consolidation, because the way you got to play this is you're either short or long, and you could be short here, but if you're short, then you're also betting that this weekly candle that came in with high volume when Luna sold off $3 billion is not going to be the short-term low, because we know when there's high volume weekly candles to the sell side, like in the past, we have at least seen several weeks of sideways price action above that candle low. And it's not until later on that we would come and test price levels slightly below to clear out margin positions. But this was the bottom. We wicked below 3 times after this initial low was set, but that was several weeks, over 4 weeks after we formed that low. We are still in our 3rd week since this Luna drop that we've yet to see any sort of a relief from. In my expectations, if we get confirmations above 31,300 snipers hourly and 4-hour, 35,000 is on the table. 28,000 is our tight stop loss. It would invalidate this trade. And outside of that, snipers, just keep this in mind. At this point, our storyline has been that 26,700 is potentially at least the bottom in the immediate short term. That means Bitcoin can go to 34,000 and then see further lows later down the road. But the present moment is what we're talking about, not what's happening in the future or past. Those don't exist. All we have is our present moment. And I am betting that Bitcoin will test 34,788 before it could potentially test lower levels, may not even test lower levels, but 25,000 would be the downside target if we break 28,000. I just do not see that as a likely scenario despite the sideways price action that we're seeing. And one chart that also is on our side is the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, yet to continue to sell off. As a matter of fact, it was totally garden variety expected market behavior for the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart to sell off when Luna collapsed. I mean, it is one of its #1 competitors, or at least was. And right now, we haven't seen further sell-off. As a matter of fact, when we go into the macro, all we did was form another higher low. And so that still shows confidence for this Ethereum to Bitcoin chart that it could see potential upside. If we see Bitcoin move to the upside, what we'd also want to see is the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart move with it, for Ethereum to outperform, to show there's confidence in the markets. And outside of that, there aren't other revolving parts really to cover today. Maybe we'll cover some tomorrow, but it was a pretty sideways day in equity markets, commodities, even the US dollar. So we'll continue to monitor those markets, but it's important to watch Bitcoin right now because it's decoupled away from the NASDAQ. Ever since that Luna drop, it's been seeing days where it's up against the NASDAQ. That one day last week was up 5% against the NASDAQ. Today was down 1%, while the NASDAQ was up 1%. So there's obviously something going on with Bitcoin right now. Bitfinex longs at all-time highs right now for margin. Somebody is obviously betting to the upside. So let's see what happens, snipers. 28,000 is my stop loss. And then that confirmation above 31,300, that's all we need, the previous weekly open, for us to get a confirmation that we have a 10% move to 35,000. And until next time, I will get a video update out if we see this range break. And smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm if you support these midnight updates. And we'll see you guys next time. Snipers out.